I have not been myself for a long time, and even I pretended not to notice, along with everyone else. It's a lonely place to be. Sometimes we abandon ourselves because that's the pattern we've always known, and it's so toxic. But we keep doing it. It's hard to understand, but sometimes familiar patterns feel like love. And God, I've been trying to love myself for my whole life, and I'm telling you now, the hardest thing I've ever done is unlearn all those patterns and teach myself the right way to love. I'm starting with myself. It hurts a lot, but I have faith that one day it won't. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Epoxy Me That. How are you? I hope doing okay. And I want to thank you for showing up today. And today we are going to do our second step with the stamp sets that we made. The wax seal sets that we made. This is how we're going to use them. Now, I didn't put any resin on the top of them and finish them off or anything yet because I've had so much going on. You know that we had a really bad storm hit my town. There were 7 tornadoes, not just in my town, but reported in the towns throughout close to mine. And one of the tornadoes was, I don't know how close it was to my house. I don't know if it actually got in my front yard or in my backyard, but I know the tornado, we was definitely in the tornado's path. They threw up the predictions of the routes that they took, and we could see how close we were. And the damage is just, it's severe. We was out of power for a few days, and then our internet was out. Our cell phones wouldn't even work. All we could do was make phone calls. And then we got all that up and running, and then come to find out, lightning had struck our internet pole to my house, so we had to fix that. Then when we got that up and running, we come to find out that it had struck our internet box inside our home as well. So we had to replace all of that, everything, to get me up and running back to YouTube. So it has been definitely a journey, my friends. And then in the midst of all of that, I had I would clean up limbs outside and stuff and try to pick up from the storm, and my mouth would fill up with blood. And I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. And then finally, a few days later, I figured out it was one of my back teeth. But I didn't know why it was bleeding. I had no pain, no hurting, no nothing. I finally got into a dentist, you know, because it was hard to get into one of them because they had no power. So I finally got into one of them, and they took some x-rays and everything. Come to find out, my back tooth was floating in the socket. She said it was very crazy. And it had done a complete 360-degree turn inside the socket. So she said she could try to save it because, you know, I started crying. I was really upset. And she said she didn't think it was going to be worth saving because she was afraid it's not going to reattach to the socket because it's been floating for so long. So I had to get an extraction, and it was very very emotional for me because you guys know I'm very, very afraid of the dentist. But I made it through, and here we are. So let's get to this, and I just want to kind of turn that page, you guys, and move forward. All right, I have some wax seal stuff here. This is a little burner, and we're just going to light that and put it underneath there. And here's the little spoon, and you drop a few of these pieces of wax in the spoon there, and you let that heat up. And then we're going to take this little silicone mat here, and I purchased these cute little molds. They're called wax seal molds, and I'd never seen them before. I came across them on Amazon. So I thought I would purchase a few of them because we want the wax to stay in a certain area to achieve what I'm trying to achieve here. So we're going to take one of these, and aren't they cute? They have little angel wings on the side of them, so you can pick the stamp up, the mold up. But we're going to heat the wax up, put it in here, and then we're going to take one of these and drop it over that. And then when we pick that up, we're going to pour silicone in it and see if we can get us some really cute inlays. So that's the plan. So if you would like to see how I get on with that, then kick back, relax, and let's get to it. Okay, I lit the little wax light there, and I'm just going to chunk some different colors in there. I'm not really going to be particular on the colors that I'm putting in there, because this isn't for any type of card or any type of letter that I'm going to be mailing off or anything, so, or any scrapbooking. So I'm just going to put a few in there, but I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to do about 10 in there and see if that's enough to fill this up. Hopefully it'll be, because I want a nice little mold, you know, because we need to be able to pour silicone in it. So we need it to be pretty nice, you know, to hold that silicone. So I'm just going to keep adding a few pieces here until we get a nice spoon size of wax there. I think that's enough. I think I'll stop right there. And we'll let that get nice and melted. I'm going to set this over to the side. I missed you guys so much. I missed crafting in my craft room. I wanted to get in here and just forget about everything for a minute, but it was so much to do. I couldn't get in here. And I was just so worried, you know, about other people. A lot of people had, I mean, my neighbors had a lot of damage. A lot of damage. And a lot of people did. It was really bad. There were power lines down everywhere. There were trees through people's homes. I felt so sorry for a lot of people that didn't have insurance to cover these things that happened to them. It was just terrible. So terrible. But the good thing is, there wasn't any casualties reported. You know, so it was just damage, you know. Nobody's life was taken, and that's the good thing about it. Everything else can be replaced. And I know that, you know, that's hard for some, because there's some people that struggle, you know, just to put food on their table, much less try to repair damage to their home with money that they don't have. So it's definitely heartbreaking. Look how pretty that looks. Isn't that gorgeous? It looks kind of like a resin. Scoot it back over. Can y'all see that? Look, it looks kind of like resin. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I think it's hot enough, so I'm going to go ahead and make us a nice little area there. Hopefully I didn't put too much in there. Let's do this bow right here. I might have put too much in there, you guys. Alright, I'm going to add some more wax to this, because we're going to need some more. Okay. I'm going to take my little stick and give this a little bit of a stir. Get it mixed up. It's not, hasn't melted yet. It's almost there, but not quite. Alright, I'm going to move this one over a little bit. And then we're going to use this one right here. Y'all know I had to get the one that had the angel wings on it. They had different ones, but y'all know I had to get that one. I love cherubs and angels. Okay, we're going to do... Let's do this one next. Alright. I'm not going to pour as much wax this time. Okay. Let's see if we have enough. I think we done that one perfect. Now this one over here, it's a bit of a overspill. Look, it went over. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? Feels so nice and smooth. Yeah, it went over the seal. We're probably going to have to do this one again. Maybe not. We can use that. Look at that. We can use it. Yeah. Okay. Let's try this one next. It's a butterfly and it looks like a stamp. Okay, I'm going to scoot this one over. And let's go ahead and pour the wax. And let's do this one. Hopefully I have enough on there. Uh-oh, y'all. I don't know if that's going to be enough or not. We might have to redo that one. And put some more wax on it. Oops. Okay, the wax is ready, and we're going to do this one right here. And we're going to do it in the heart. So let's go ahead and pour our wax. I don't know if I'm going to have to redo that one. It doesn't look so hot. Okay, while that wax is heating up, because I added some more to it, we're going to go ahead and remove this one. I don't know how it got stuck in there, but I got it off. Okay, now we're going to carefully remove that. And then there's our beautiful seal. Hopefully this silicone will work in there. And we'll be able to get some cute inlays. I don't know. I've never tried this before. We're about to see if we can get some cute inlays. And if I do get some inlays, then we will do a part 3 to this. And I will show you how to use the little inlays. Some ways that you can use them. Let's go ahead and remove this one too, because it should be ready. Yep. And there it is. That one's a little shallow, but we should still be able to get some silicone in there. I might redo this one and put a little bit more wax around it to give us a bigger pocket to pour the silicone in. And this one I don't think's ready yet, but our wax is definitely heated up, so let's go ahead and pour it. And let's do this angel this time. Okay, go ahead and pour the wax. And we'll stop right there. Oops. All right, let's go ahead and get this one poured. I'll move this one over. And let's redo this. Make sure I get enough in there. There we go. Hopefully that'll be enough. We'll pop that little bubble. There we go. I got some more wax in there, so I'm just stirring it, trying to make sure it gets melted evenly, because we don't want any chunks still sitting in the center there. So I just kind of give it a little bit of a stir, making sure that there's no chunks in it. Now I'm going to let it sit and heat up, and we'll go ahead and take this one off. I think that's good enough to do pour some silicone in. Yeah, I think that's a nice cavity, a nice little mold we can pour in. Okay, we're ready. And these are the ones we haven't used yet, so let's go ahead and do this heart right here. A heart and a heart. Okay, clean that off. And now I'm going to go ahead and add it to there. Drop it down. Okay, now we'll go ahead and remove this one. And this is the butterfly that we're trying to get a better outcome with. So let's go ahead and remove our seal, and then remove that, and now we're left with our stamp. And I think it turned out nicely at that time. I don't know. It looks like the wax wasn't completely melted, because look. Can y'all see right there? It doesn't look like the butterfly is fully formed there. And I know it's not the wax seal because it's fully formed on this side. So we're going to have to redo it again, or just keep this one. Yeah, that's not a good one. because the butterfly is not fully formed in it. I think I poured it too soon. Alright, I'm going to let this continue to heat up, and we'll go ahead and remove this one right here. And then I'll go ahead and finish making the seals here, and then I'll meet you back and we will pour some silicone in them. This is the Angel, and it turned out really pretty. I think we have plenty of room in there to make the inlay. Isn't that cute? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make a few more of these, and then I'll meet you back and we'll pour some silicone in them and see if this will work. Okay, I'm going to let you go ahead and take these off with me. That way you can see how they look. And that's the Tree of Life. It got 2 bubbles in it. I don't know why, but it turned out really pretty. And then this one is the 2 birds. Oh, this one is so cute. I'm just going to snip off that. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, we'll go ahead and take these off. This is the butterfly that we redone. Let's see if it came out any better. Yes, it came out a lot better that time. See there? Now we can see every wing on the butterfly. And it's fully formed. On this one, let me show you. I'm going to point to it so you can see right there, it messed up. And I think the wax wasn't completely melted when I poured it. And we got a way better outcome on this one. Okay, now let's take this one off. I don't think that one's ready yet, but we'll remove this one. This is the rose. And that turned out beautiful as well. Okay, let's go ahead and see if this one's ready. I over poured on this one, so hopefully we won't have to redo it. Now let's see if we can get it off. Yeah, there we go. It's over poured in there. I don't know. We'll pour it and see what we get. Clean it off a little bit through here. I don't know, we'll pour it and see what we get. That's a beautiful color though. The wax, look how pretty that is. Alright, and we'll mix up some silicone and get them poured. See you in a minute. I got in some Happy Mail and I thought we would go ahead and open it. So I've already cut the top right here. And I'm going to reach in here and try to locate the little slips that tells us who sent this to us. Okay, I got the slips out. So let's see here. Okay. A gift for you. Thank you for all your videos. Enjoy your gift, from Angela Rains. Then there, Angela sent another. She sent 2 gifts. And this little slip right here. Scoot over a little bit. This little slip right here says, thank you for all the videos. I live in a world all by myself because of severe depression, and your kind words help me so much. Enjoy your gift, from Angela Rains. You know, depression is a nasty booger. Just know that I accept you right here, right now, just as you are, without judgment, my friend. But please take care of yourself by staying active, eating small meals if you can't eat much, and whatever you enjoy, get plenty of that. And I hope I can make you smile or brighten your day in some way. Hang in there and know that you are never alone. Okay, let's see what Angela sent us. Oh, she sent us some silicone. Look at that. Thank you so much, Angela. I needed some more silicone. I've been making molds here lately a lot, and I was almost out. And we got the, trying to see which one this is. Okay, I found it on the bottle here. This is the OA, a very, very soft silicone, and it's a very nice silicone. I love working with it. Thank you so much, Angela. We are really going to put this to good use. Okay, and in the kit that she sent us, it has these cute little molds right here. Mold housings that you can use. And then you get some cups, and you get that neat little tool that goes around, trims the edges of your mold. So this is a nice kit right here. Okay, then Angela sent us this right here. And let's see what it is. It's a Let's Resin mold. So I'm just going to take one of my tools here and open the top there. I like to keep the Let's Resin boxes because I keep my molds stored inside the boxes so I don't throw them away. I stack them up on a shelf if they come with one of the boxes, and that way it just keeps my my molds in form. Oh my goodness, you've got to be kidding me. I wanted these molds. These are the new Spear, the crystal ball resin molds. Wow. Thank you so much, Angela. These are beautiful, and I can't wait to cast in them. This one is a mushroom. It has mushrooms, and then it's got the pretty the pretty crystal ball in it with the mushrooms around it. And then this one's got a beautiful parakeet. Beautiful. Look at him. And there's little flowers next to his feet. And then on the mold, it tells you how many ounces the mold holds, which Let's Resin is known for putting that on their molds. Oh, I can't wait to cast in these. Thank you so much, Angela. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I'm going to get some silicone poured, and then we're going to, I'm going to get some silicone mixed, and then we're going to go ahead and pour it into our little wax seals. So I will meet you back in a minute. Oh, and Angela, I'm going to get you in my blessings machine twice, my friend. We're doing bingo balls this time, though, for this drawing. Y'all thought I was kidding. This is the rest of my silicone right here. And it's the OA. And there's a teeny, teeny bit left in here. Just a tiny bit. But I think we might have enough to get our little wax seals filled. So I got my scales out. Let me go get a few cups and we'll get to mixing. Oh, and I got in some more Happy Mail, and I don't think I opened this up yet on my channel. So, I'm pretty sure I didn't. So let's go ahead and open it up. I had it sitting over here to the side with the top cut off, but I'm pretty sure I didn't open it on my channel. Okay, this says, enjoy your gift from Vonel Von Zant. Oh. Oh, there's another cross mold in here. She got me, Vonel got me both of the cross boxes off of my wish list. This one is beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? Thank you, Vonel. You are so sweet, my friend. This was so kind of you. You did too much, too much. Remember, we opened this one up that Vonel sent us, and then I had a few people comment and tell me that theirs came messed up. Now I do see, I inspected it after that, and I don't see any anything wrong with the mold. It's not distorted, but after checking it over, I do see some scratches. I don't know if y'all can see them. They're right here. So when I turn it, look and watch. Let's see if I can y'all see it right there? There are some scratches in it. But that's no big deal because I like to dome my pieces anyway. You know, top coat them. So I'm not sad about that at all. So whoever was wondering if mine was scratched there, yes, it did come scratched. But this one right here, it looks perfect. I don't see anything wrong with this one. Yeah, this one's perfect. So it's just this one that has a few scratches in the lid. Thank you so much, Vonel. I can't wait to cast in these. They're going to be so cute. And I'm going to put this in my my blessings machine and add another bingo ball for you. Okay, let me get some of this cleared up and then I'll be right back. Okay, I ran the silicone through my Resiner's Airless Pro Bubble Remover machine for 5 minutes. And I colored it with the Apple Green Pearl X mica powder. Now we're going to just take it and pour it into our little molds here. Oops, over poured on that one. Okay. I think I might just spoon it out in there. That might be better. Okay, now I'm going to set some of them up on the, like this, and I'm going to pour the rest of the silicone that I have in these. Okay, now I went ahead and done it this way too, in case this way doesn't work out. I don't know if the silicone will fuse to the wax. I have no idea. It was just a crazy idea that I had, and I thought I'd bring you along with me. So the leftover silicone I had, I just poured it in these. And this is just the little seals that we screwed on our resin pieces that we made. I just turned them over and poured the silicone in them. Alright, I'll meet you back when everything is fully cured. See you later. Are y'all ready to see if this worked? Now I've just taken some plastic wrap and wrapped it around this tray right here, and we're just going to place our inlays on this because I have a funny feeling that they are not fully cured, and I could be wrong, but picking them up and feeling the stickiness underneath each one of them kind of makes me believe that it's going to be sticky in between there, and that leads me to believe that this is not going to be a great way to make inlays. But let's check it out. Oh, I was wrong. It is a little, still a little sticky, but we can set them up and let them fully cure, and then we will have some perfect little inlays. Look at that. Isn't that neat? Okay, so we're just going to let them sit up and fully cure, and then we will use them. I will show you several ways you can use inlays in your resin projects. This is the little birds here. And they turned out beautifully. I love them. Look at that. Isn't that cute? And we can just trim the little excess off over here when they fully cure. This is a really cool way to make you some cute inlays. And you can use these over and over again. Okay, this is the heart. Oh, that turned out beautiful. Look at that. And they're almost fully cured. They just have a little bit of tackiness to them. So we just need to let them cure a little bit longer. But yes, I would definitely recommend making inlays this way. That one's beautiful too. It caught every single detail. And they're not flimsy. They're nice and thick because we made a thick little housing for them. A thick little mold. We made a nice mold for them. And some of them is going to be a little thinner than others because of the way, you know, this was my first time doing this. So some of them could be a little bit thicker. See, this one messed up because I didn't pour enough. The mold should have been deeper on the rose. See how much the rose rises up? So it wasn't enough there to cover it. So we got holes in that one. But I'm just going to take this silicone and I'm going to reuse it again. I'm going to let it fully cure and then I will recycle it. So if you have any silicone, don't throw it away. If it didn't work out, don't throw it away. Keep it and you can add it into your silicone when you're making a mold. And that one turned out beautiful. Look at that detail. And you can trim the excess off if you want to, which is what I'm going to be doing. And this, I think, was the deepest mold that I made. So this is going to be thick. Wow, that turned out beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that nice? That's a nice thick one, look. Okay, this one I don't think is going to work out either. I believe we're going to get holes in this one too, because it's too thin of a mold housing. So we got holes in it. Yep. We can't use this one either. We got holes in it. So I'm just going to let it cure, and then we'll repurpose the silicone. Reuse it. And this is the one that I didn't think was going to work out very well. Remember? So let's see what we got. Yeah, we can use that. We can use it. Just cut the excess off over here, and it's picked up the flower in there. It's not perfect, but I'm going to keep it and use it. And this is the Tree of Life. I hope this one turned out. Oh yes, that's beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, this was we made this one several times. It was the little butterfly stamp. It was the very first one we pulled off. So this was the one that, yeah, I'm not going to keep this one. Well, we'll keep it, and we'll do the little center of the butterfly. We won't use the frame. So yeah, we'll keep that one. And I'll just trim parts of it off and use just a piece of it. I don't remember which one this is. Oh, this is the angel. It turned out really pretty. And this is another one of the butterfly stamps. This is the one where the piece of the butterfly, I think, didn't turn out so well. But I'm still going to keep it because it may, when it fully cures, it may be a nice one to use. And this is another rose. And it turned out pretty. And then this one right here is a resin piece that I made. And this is I had an inlay laid in the mold of this rose right here. So I poured some silicone in it to get a little rose out. So let's see if it turned out or not. Try to get it up this way because I don't want to tear a hole in it. It's not easy using a silicone, the silicone tip brush, but I didn't want to tear it up. Looks like I'm going to have to use one of these, and I didn't want to. There we go. It turned out perfect. Isn't that cute? Okay, then we have these right here that we just threw some silicone on, and I don't know what they're going to turn out like. Let's see. And these are fully cured right here. That turned out perfect. So you can, but you know, you've probably already seen this method before. I had a little bug fly in here and it got on that. Because I believe Toonfish Crafts has made these inlays on these right here, if I'm not mistaken. So that's also another way you can make them. But see, it's it makes it real thin when you make it on these. They're real thin. So that's why I wanted to try this method to make it deeper so we'd get a thicker inlay and they wouldn't rip or tear. Because when you do it this way, they're really, really thin. And there's that one. And that one's really cute. And I didn't pour this one, the whole thing on this one. I just tried to pour the little butterfly. And it got a cute little design with it. That's just a flower, sunflower. And this is the Tree of Life. And it turned out really pretty. And this one's turned out surprisingly thick. Isn't that beautiful? I don't know what it says right there, that little small writing. I can't read it. I'm not sure what it says. Does it say courage? I don't know. I can't read it. And this, I think, is a little strawberry. Oops, that little stem was very, very thin. And I love this heart right here. And this one turned out pretty thick. It needs to be trimmed, but it's pretty. And then this is just a little flower. This is our last one. And here's all of our inlays that we got. And they are all beautiful. I love each and every one of them. Now these two right here, we're going to let them cure. And we're just going to recycle the silicone because they're the two that got the holes in them. Those two. But the rest we're definitely going to be using. And if you don't like the way your little mold housing turned out that you created with the wax, then you can just melt this down and reuse it again. So no waste. I have a couple of videos ahead of this, but we will definitely use these in a few projects, and I will show you some different ways you can use these tiny inlays in resin. And it's about that time, my friends, for a sweet goodbye, and I will see you in the next video. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.